Welcome in Marja's paradise. Together with Amudra, and this theme is abundance.
Abundance. This freedom talk is about abundance.
Yeah.
And well, for everybody it means something else, I think, abundance. And what I first wanted to address was abundance in money.
Yeah. That's the big hot item topic.
Because when you are practicing spiritual life and teaching people and inspiring people in our kind of work profession, how much can you ask?
Yeah. And then the question, what are you worth?
Yeah, what is your worth?
Yeah.
And also when you think in abundance, and when there is flow, there is always abundance. And with the money we earn, we can do other things to help people. So money was never an issue for me in my life. I never experienced a fear of
Lack?
Fear of lack.
Yeah.
Fear of lack. No, I never experienced that, and I didn't always have a lot of money in my life, but I never had that fear. And a lot of people have that fear, and that will cripple you in your way to abundance.
Yeah. Because the fear, and I think every fear will cripple you.
Yeah.
So I had the fear.
Yeah.
I had the fear, and I also know now that it's from the past, from my parents, the war history. My father was standing on top of a roof in the war, and he was 11, and he had to come down because the planes came over and the sirens were on, and they went into the basement to shelter. Yeah, and they came back and the house was gone. So he had always a clinging to material things and to money and all that, and I inherited that in my cell memory. So that was a really big thing, and I can remember that I was buying groceries, and then I really had to let my card there and get money, and then rip off my son's saving thing. How do you call that?
I don't know.
Spaarvarken. Is that a guinea pig?
No.
Somewhere where you put money in
For a child?
for a child.
Now it's different, of course. This generation does not have.
No, exactly.
They just have a bank account.
Yes, yes, they have plastic money.
But in our time, we had a little saving jar.
Yeah, saving jar.
Yeah,
that's a good
saving
one.
jar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I put little notes, that date, that amount, and my son
You
always
will
had
get
money.
it back. Eventually.
I paid everything back with interest.
Yeah.
And I must admit, if I look back, because I came to a point where I was very ill and I was not sleeping anymore because of my bed. I had to buy with my last savings a bed, and that was for me the tipping point to come from fear in trust. And it's the most beautiful moment in my whole development, actually, because that was a really tremendous change. It was a big step to freedom.
Yeah.
And since then, I was doing a lot with the quantum thinking, and also acting on as if I am very rich. So I booked.
That helps a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go into expensive hotels
Kind
or
of
restaurants.
fake it till you make it.
Yes, it really
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
It really works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's nice to notice.
Yeah.
And now I really live a freedom regarding money, and I sometimes feel like Santa Claus. I like to give things or just with money. It's nice. It's really in flow now, and it feels really as if I'm the richest woman on this planet.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for the feeling.
And of course, it's for some people it's sometimes really difficult to change to abundance from fear of lack, especially when you're in a lot of debt or you have a lot of things going wrong in your life. Then it's difficult to think like this. But it's so important to focus, to transform that part from fear of lack towards abundance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then with your conditioning, with your belief system, with your things you say, don't ever say again, I don't have any money. Don't say it.
Because that is your reality at that time.
So you create then
Yeah.
your future.
Yeah.
And it's really, I do a lot with quantum thinking and pronouncing, and it's so strong. I think it's the law of attraction. So what you send out, you get back.
Yeah.
It's like I'm feeding my garden, but you also feed the field.
Yeah.
So with all your thoughts and with all your sayings, and if you then look at the hygiene of those things, you can do a lot of cleaning up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Money. Abundance in money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have abundance of this beautiful garden Marja created. And here on the table you already see some things, the flowers and the figs. A lot of figs this year.
Grapes, and they're really big. These are not even the biggest.
No.
But I share it with the little insects and the butterflies.
Yeah, a lot of butterflies on the figs in the tree, and they suck out the juice, I think. And at the end, there's just a little sack, which once was a fig, and nothing left. Yeah,
it looks really erotic.
And erotic, and a lot of bees also.
Yeah.
And wasps.
Yeah, everything. I've got everything in my garden. They love my garden because I've got a lot of old trunks, tree trunks.
Yeah.
And the wild bees, they make holes in it, and it's like the 5-star hotel here. They love my garden.
They also like abundance.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
give them a
beautiful.
lot of flowers where they can go.
Yeah, a lot of flowers, and
most of them are weed, but I don't know the difference between weed and a flower.
and I always joke, oh, Marja eats everything, every flower, every plant in her garden.
I know what I can eat.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you tell it. Yeah. Go on. She's dying to tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Marja said to me, oh, you know, the last few days I've put, when I get
The unripe figs. If you get them off the tree, it bleeds, so it has a milky substance.
A milky substance. And she says, oh, I put it under my eyes because I think it's good for my skin here under my eyes. But this morning she did it, and she says, I feel a little
itching
and tingling,
burning.
a little burning.
Didn't feel good.
And I thought, okay, Google. And what did Google tell us? That the milk from the fig tree is irritating to the skin and can even create blisters. Burning blisters.
Yeah. But I had done it a few days before now, so I guess it's just the critical moment. It was too much.
Yeah.
Because the other days it was fine.
But it also said, Google, when you are clipping off, I don't know how it's called.
I don't know in English. Cutting down the tree.
Cutting some branches.
Yeah,
and
cutting
stuff.
down the tree.
Now, cutting down the tree is the whole tree.
Oh, cutting down branches.
Yeah. Then you have to put on protective gloves and also for your face. And she puts it under her eyes, so.
Yeah, but all those protection things, they also say from the mushroom with the red and the white things, they say it's poisonous.
Yeah.
You know, I was being brought up.
Yeah.
Don't touch, don't eat. It's
Yeah.
it's lethal. You can die.
Yeah.
But it's just
It's not.
no. It's hallucinate.
Oh, it's hallucinating.
Yes.
Oh. Well, even
So-
better.
Yes. But all the information you find on the internet, all the fear things,
Yeah.
experiment yourself. Try it.
Just put it under your
No,
eye.
no, don't do it. But don't believe everything.
No, that's true.
So
That's true.
I was glad with my experience that
Yeah.
once, twice, okay, 3 times,
Too
it's
much.
too much.
Too much. Yeah.
So yeah. But the fruits and the herbs, it's sometimes it's just in the mind, because I don't know how you call that herb exactly in English, but it's
Can you pick it and show it?
yeah, I'm gonna get it.
She's gonna show you. Oh yeah.
It's in
Zevenblad.
Dutch. It's zevenblad.
Zevenblad,
sorry.
but I don't know the English word for
It's
it.
zevenblad. And it has 7 leaves. And it's the pest for every gardener, except for me because I eat it. And actually, it's a very old vegetable for the soldiers for hundreds of years. When they got some land they conquered, they put this in the ground, and in no time they had food. So
And
yeah,
how does it taste?
like lettuce.
Oh, like lettuce. Okay.
Yeah, little bit of herby taste, more than lettuce actually. But that's the abundance of nature. We cut it down, we poison it, we get it between our street. It comes through the asphalt, so and it's amazing. It's forcing itself onto us, and we want to
Kill it.
destroy it, diminish it, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, mankind is actually not very intelligent.
No.
But if we go back to nature and rediscover what nature is giving us, we get another perspective on nature. Because I have to admit, I started this garden with the old belief.
Yeah.
I got rid of all my weeds. I had a wonderful garden. Everything was neat, and everything else died. And I thought, okay, why is that? And then I came in contact with permaculture. Is that also the English word?
Permaculture, yeah, I
Yeah,
think so, yeah.
And as you all know, I'm a little bit lazy. And that is absolutely the best way for gardeners to work, because you don't have to do a lot. You don't have to shuffle your garden, because you leave everything as it is, and if you want to pick something, you pick it and you leave it on the ground. Because I'm now feeding my garden.
Yeah.
I pull something, I let it on the ground. So because
so the nourishments go back to the soil. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And also de haarmoes, die kan jij wel even...
Worms.
Die sprietjes. Kan jij die even plukken? It's also an herb and it's a lot of magnesium and... nee, die spriet. Achter mijn lantaarntje. Door. Ja.
Kattenstaart.
Dit is geen kattenstaart, dit is heermoes. Okay, this one. I don't know the English name. But I also, if it's too much, I just leave it on the ground, and it's
then you pull it out and you leave it on the ground.
Yeah, and it's feeding the soil. So it's really grateful for me. I'm feeding it. So. And that's why it's giving me so much.
Yeah, because you see those beautiful landscape gardens with here a plant and there a plant, and then in between it's all
the soil.
Yeah, the visible soil. Yeah. But that's not a good plan.
No. My gardener, which helped me restructure my house, he taught me a lot, and he explained to me, and he's studying that topic, so he knows a little bit about it. And he said you can compare it with our earth. Our earth is a living organism, and all the things which is covering it, so the plants, the moss, everything which is the grass, doesn't matter what, it's covering the soil. And he said
to protect the soil.
To protect the soil.
Yeah,
exactly. And if you cut it off, you can compare it with our skin is off. So with us without skin, and it hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts.
Yeah.
So,
and of course the soil dries out really fast when it's not covered. So you have to water your garden the whole summer.
Yeah, I'm lazy. I don't do that.
No,
because I give my plants the chance to do their own stuff, to do their own work, and they go really deep.
Yeah,
they then go really. And if you really can't help yourself and want to water, do it once a week.
Yeah, because otherwise your plants get lazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's like the skin, if you put stuff on it. Not the fake stuff, but if you put your creams on it, your skin says, okay, if you do it, I don't. I stop.
And I think now you say that, I see a lot of people with the lip balm.
Yeah.
Always lip balm. Always lip balm. Oh wait, I have to put on. Oh wait, I have to put on. And then, because I get really dry lips. Yeah.
Because of the lip balm.
Yeah, because of the lip balm. Yeah.
It was in my first book, my very first book.
Oh, you did it, I think.
I did it.
Yeah.
And I call it the Labello effect.
Yeah.
Because I had
the brand here is Labello.
It's Labello. It's just a brand, but I call it the Labello. It's not a positive advertisement.
No.
But it's really true. I was addicted to my Labello.
Yeah, a lot of people
I had it everywhere. Yeah. And now nothing's on, and I love my skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So stop nurturing it. It does work in abundance when you leave it alone.
Yeah, that's true.
So the food is in abundance, and it's just the conviction about something which you can turn around. So instead of thinking weed, now call it a herb, because it is a herb.
Yeah, sometimes we have to change the word for it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Weed is negative stuff, and if you call it a herb, I just have herbs, and it's wonderful, and it's a discovery every year again. And I really think that the gratefulness and the love I give to my garden, it's coming back, because the fig tree you see in the back, it was like a branch like this 5 years ago.
And now it's really big.
It's really big. Yeah. It's amazing, and with really big figs, and a lot of them. And I share them with the insects. We had an agreement. The ones on top, they are for you.
Yeah. And you don't have to climb the tree.
Yes, exactly. And in the beginning it worked perfectly, I must admit. But now they're all sucked out. And now they come down. So we were really strict yesterday and picked them and made a jam.
Oh yeah, a jam? Jelly.
No,
jam. No, jam, yeah. Fig jam.
Yeah. So, but there are still...
for the insects. Yeah.
We share.
And when I think of abundance, I also think in living life to the fullest. And we did yesterday.
Yesterday was an example per excellence. Example per excellence. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we went to a festival here in Rotterdam, and we did some karaoke, and I have never done it before, and I always wanted to do it. It was on my bucket list, but I don't know, it just didn't appear. And then she said, oh yeah, okay, let's do it. So we did It's Raining Men from the Weather Girls.
Abundance.
And it was great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Wow.
We had so much fun.
Now I'm going to do it more often, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really had some fun.
It was really great.
Yeah.
And I think that is abundance too, if you can feel joy.
Yeah.
And if the nice thing, you said it in the Dutch version, fake it until you make it, and that's true with really true chemically in your body. If you smile 60 seconds, your body produces chemicals which has a flow. It's a flow state actually.
Yeah.
It's and it's really good for your body, but also for the flow in your life. You attract beautiful things. So yeah, and for me it's easy because I'm really in paradise here, and if I get up in the morning, it's overwhelming, really.
The abundance is overwhelming. Yeah, but it's really just enjoy life and enjoy every aspect of it. Stay in the positive flow, because that attracts abundance. And also with abundance in love, in unconditional love.
Oh yeah, that's a nice example.
Yeah. Because in my case, I can only love unconditionally. There are no conditions on my love. Even if it does not come back to me, or if the other one is angry at me, I can see through those, because those are emotions and layers and triggers.
Gifts.
But
you see them as a gift.
I see them as a gift. And this unconditional love is only possible if you totally love yourself. This self-love, and of course it's a cliche, you first have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. It's true. And you also must love every aspect of yourself. So also the parts that you don't really like, that you think, that character eigenschap. I don't know what it's called.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
no.
That part of my character, let's say it
Yeah.
like this, is not really. But it's okay because it is you and it's a part of you, and so also love that part of you, and also the body. It's also very important. We often see also in our retreats that there are some people who do not love their body. It's just a struggle, and then we see they give a lot of love to the children, to the friends, to the family. Oh, I give so much love. I give so much love. But they forget themselves to love themselves and their own body.
Yeah, for me it was a journey. I've been born with a heart on my shoulder. You don't see it as a heart now anymore, but it was a heart with 2 arrows even, and it was really showing me the way to my road, and it was via the romantic love. And then to recognize that love is also in cooking for me, or making an orange juice, or just in different things as I was programmed to have love.
Yeah.
And then the unconditional love, and also there I got a lot of practice, and it was really good because I was already conscious, and I saw already then, okay, I have to go through this, because if you can love somebody who is not able to love, it's very, very hard. But that was also been there. And then with the pranic process, I dove into the unconditional love. And when I now give a lecture, it says on my first sheet, the love you're looking for is the love you are. So for me, that unconditional love is a different word for prana, chi, biophotons, the 100 of words which you actually can't put a word on. So the flow of what life is.
Yeah.
That is unconditional love, and that is what attracts. So, abundance.
Yeah.
So that's for me a real journey, and also with the pranic process was a nice eye opener. I never had a problem with my body, but then I came from 61 kilos to 43 and a half.
Yeah. Really low, no? Yeah.
Really low. And in that time I was working on a big renovation, and really physical work. So I was covered with bruises, and it looked terrible. I had cuts.
And
so
this really skinny body.
And then a skinny body. It hurted. It when I sat down, you saw every skin, every bone.
It was just some bones with a
little skin on top. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And it was my fear of being skinny, so to lose weight. So that came out, and then via quantum touch process, she put a mirror in the field, and at that moment the tears of gratitude run down my face, and that was the point I had to go to unconditionally love my body.
Yeah.
Because life shows us what we can transform.
Yeah.
And from that moment on, I didn't change anything with my eating habits, and the volume flew on it again. So my body got its posture back again.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to do with eating or not eating.
No, because in my case it was also like that. I dropped 10 kilos in the process, and for me, I come from sports and from fashion and from having nutritional practice. So my body always had to be perfect. Had to have the perfect measures, and then in the pranic process I lost 10 kilos, And I looked in the mirror, I can remember, and every day I thought, oh, I did lose some ounces again and again and again and again. And I just looked in the mirror and I thought, oh my God, this is not a perfect body anymore. And then I just sat down and I thought, okay, this is what the process does.
Yeah.
So this is my fear. This is my fear.
To not have a perfect body.
To not have a perfect body, because it always was a perfect body. So what to do now? And I know I cannot gain weight in this process, so I have to go through the fear.
Yeah.
And accept it and see my body in a different way. And I think the moment I realized really, okay, this is what I have to do. I have to accept this body, this too skinny body, and it's okay like it is.
Yeah.
And if it takes 1 year to be this skinny, it's okay, because it's my body and it's totally okay.
Yeah.
And I'm really so in trust in this process. And if this is what it looks like, okay, it's okay.
Yeah, and that being okay with everything, that brings you in flow, and that is abundance of life. And it's so nice that you say that, because it's also the transformation of you realizing that you are not your body.
Mm-hmm.
And
also.
and that's a very important one.
Yeah.
Especially in the pranic process.
Yeah.
You are not your body. You're not your thinking. You're not your conditionings. So you're not your emotions. And that is a really nice thing. So everything in life and in the pranic process is just a catalyst for personal development, because you go deep down to everything which is covered up, because food covers up a lot.
Oh, so much. But
so abundance on that also. Self-love. Yeah. And one participant, when I had the retreat and your watch, I had another participant, and she said, for you it's the way to overflow, because if you hear a lot of people, I want to give love.
Yeah.
But that is not as life is working. It's an overflowing of love, and then others gain from that. They are being fed of us overflowing.
Yeah.
We're not giving. I don't.
No.
You give?
There is always love. Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
So it's another concept, and that was also a very nice eye opener.
Yeah.
Because love has to flow. You can't put measuring on it, or an if that then that.
Yeah. No, that's conditional.
That's conditional.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, also with the frequency, gratitude is the highest frequency, and then sometimes people ask, but why not love? Because everybody has a different understanding of what love is.
Yeah.
And if you haven't experienced what love is, you can't grasp the concept.
No, that's true.
And then the vibration is a mind thing.
Yeah.
And gratitude is universal.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what gratitude
is.
feels like and what it is.
Yeah.
That was really nice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So, food. Any other thing? The material part?
The material part.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also a nice one.
Abundance. Yeah. We don't need that much, because we both live in
tiny houses, so
tiny houses.
we think with everything, do we have space for that?
No space, so do not buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Also with people with bringing gifts,
Oh,
don't do
it's-
that.
No.
No.
Flowers, okay, but not gifts.
Yeah, but not flowers from the florist, because they come from Africa and they
Oh, sorry.
had
I
a lot
love.
of water and they
Yeah.
had a lot of pesticides on it, so
Yeah. Okay.
it's
I
also a
someti-
difficult thing.
Yeah. But for me, it's I love my flowers.
I also love flowers, but
and I.
you have
know,
a lot of flowers in the garden, so you can pick them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But material things. Yeah, I love beautiful things.
Yeah.
I always say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the item is here is in needing. If you need it or not.
Yeah.
Because I really noticed a big shift that I don't need anything. So, and then you are really easy in your choices.
Yeah, and you have to be conscious in your
Very.
choices.
Do I really need this?
Yeah.
And when it's a yes, I first look on the marketplace, so second hand. And if there is not an option there, sometimes the law of attraction puts it somewhere on the street, in a container, in a garbage bin, and I'm not too good to climb in. And it's such a funny face, because then I drive with my Beetle Cabrio, convertible from Switzerland, and everything Swiss, they think, ooh, rich.
Yeah.
And then I get out, I climb in the container, and if I see something I can need, I get it out. But
Yeah.
it's really, you find things on, it's there, it's on the street.
Yeah. That's true.
It really works like
And
that.
sometimes you see something really beautiful and you just think, okay, yes, I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, definitely. I had that.
That's Marja
last
with
bit.
her suitcase.
Yeah, I had a very nice example, and it needs a little bit explaining because I am since this spring I became woman. And don't be startled now. I didn't make an incision or anything.
Transgender. No.
I just in my whole life, my male part was more there. I was working as an entrepreneur my whole life. So and in my marriages, I had the trousers on. I don't know if you say that in English like that, but it means that I was the male part.
Yeah, the male energy. Yeah.
Male energy,
Yeah.
yes. So arranging everything, and so that.
Yeah.
And since 5th of May, there was like a moment, and it was the book presentation of The Wave, and it was really going wrong from the first minute, and I was saving it with my child part. Because that is also running around and just enjoying freedom, because it's not traumatized or anything, so it was just there, and it saves me in that kind of situation. So I had a lot of feedback that it was very light and childlike. And a week later I was with 12 women in Mallorca, and there I was mirrored on the female part, and I made a decision because I have a mission. I have to bring a message out in the world, and the mirror was that my female part, my powerful female part is it's so powerful.
Yeah, and then people listen to you and they understand it and they can feel it, and not that child part, because some of them will
they
oh my god,
if they have an irritation, I always did that before, if they have an issue with it, it's showing you that your child can come a little bit more looser. So I never had a problem with that, but my mission is bring something out in the world. So I made a conscious decision to bring my female part more out there. So, and every learning process goes to the extreme first before it comes back in the middle. And so I was buying dresses and a scarf from Louis Vuitton and I had a perfectly well working Samsonite suitcase, but I wanted something beautiful.
Yeah.
So I was looking and I bought a leather suitcase with golden
Zipper. I don't know.
zipper. Good
Yeah?
word.
Is it
Yeah.
called a zipper also in a suitcase?
I guess so, but they definitely understand.
Yeah, I think so.
And it looks really beautiful. It is cachet. It's really luxurious, and I'm looking forward already to using it. I already went to my cousin, and it gives you a feeling of grande dame.
Yeah.
You know, the ladylike feeling.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that. So I let it go. It's just I'm enjoying it. I'm living it to the fullest. And I'm at some point,
you know, it's something you can use for the rest of your life, of
definitely,
course. So,
definitely,
yeah.
because I'm really looking after it,
Yeah.
and all my things are really taken good care of.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my woman adventure.
No, but that is, I think it's important that when you want to address the world, then you have to step into your, and you can consciously do that, step into your female power.
Yeah, the energy is so differently also.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I really feel on the podcast. Probably you will notice a difference too. And it's nice for me too, because now I have all my energy parts and I can put them in action whenever I need them.
Yeah.
So it's more a conscious choice. And it's also the abundance in beauty. Because a beautiful surrounding is also we talked about that, and it's also cleaning up your house and having it in beautiful order. It feels more full than there is chaos in a house.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And that is what we can practice daily, because we don't have a lot of space. But every corner now in my garden, also the side where the water is now beautiful. And it's really it feels completer. So that is also a nice thing with that. And next week there is the Harvest Fest. You say that in English?
I think so. Yeah, Harvest Fest. Yeah.
Harvest
Fest. Yeah.
So do you have anything else? Because then we are tasting to harvesting life.
Harvesting life
And
abundance.
and living abundance, and letting the lack of fear transform into trust. That you're being carried, that you're being fed on all levels. And listen to the bird. Yeah. Oh, they're after
Your figs. They're eating your
No,
figs.
they're not my figs. They're after the figs.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Maybe you cannot hear it on the video.
No, but they're really very active at the
They're
moment.
singing.
So I think they're picking my beautiful thing. Good. So, cheers.
So
To
cheers.
Abundance, to nature, say thank you to your weeds with your herbs.
And this is all from the garden.
Yeah. I don't know all the names. I'm not gonna do it, but it tastes very full. You have to you can't drink it. You have to eat it. You have to chew it. So, cheers.
Fancy.
Bye bye.
And all the tastes and the textures.
Yeah.
It's also abundant.
Yeah. Wonderful. Bye bye.
Until next time.
Yes.